The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball is brought to you by Me Realty, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Culvers of Lincoln, Grau Incorporated, Chestnut Health Systems, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Heartland Bank and Trust Company, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Emo's Cafe, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial, Schneider Masonry, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Going to try to apply some pressure to this Railer basketball team. Quincy is they're long. They've got decent size underneath at about 6'6", but their guards are 6'3", 6'4". One going to Santa Clara. I think the other one's got an offer from Austin Peay University. So they're 6'4" with long arms, and I think you got to get out to a good start. You don't want to get this Blue Devil crowd into it right away, as it's starting to fill up here at Quincy Blue Devil Gymnasium. And then I think Railers just play free, right? I mean, just come out and give it everything you got. And I told Carson before he left today is just make sure you don't leave anything out on the court. And when you get back to that locker room tonight, and just tell yourself that you gave everything you got, and you never know what happens after that.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. Quincy Blue Devils, number one ranked team in 4A in the state of Illinois with a record of 17-1. And the buzzer went off. Time has expired. Both teams going to their huddles. We'll take a commercial break for the playing of the national anthem, and when we return, we'll have the starting lineups and opening tip here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Clear.
All right, we'll run it through the national anthem.
Got it.
Watch your head when you get up. Watch your head when you get up. Because we are in the rafters.
This is Corporal Brian Clements with the Lincoln Police Department. This week, Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers is seeking information in reference to a shooting that occurred on December 30th, 2024 at approximately 7 to 8 p.m. in the area of the North Jefferson Street near the Logan County Fairgrounds. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries from a small caliber gunshot. At this time, no description of a suspect was given. If you have any information on this crime, please contact the Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers anonymously at 217-732-3000 or the Lincoln Police Department at 217-732-2151. Tips leading to an arrest could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. Crime Stoppers only wants your information, not your name.
The Lincoln-Logan County Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week is brought to you by Me Realty, supporting a thriving community safe for families through support of the Crime Stoppers program. Me Realty, 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Quincy High School, getting set for the starting lineups between the Lincoln Railers and the Blue Devils from Quincy High School. Railers come in with a record of 10-7 on the season. Quincy 17-1 on the year. First man out, 6'3" and a senior, number 1, Horn, Blake Horn. 6'2" and a senior, number 3, Smith, Gabe Smith. 6'3" and a junior, number 5, Komnick, Carson Komnick. At the other guard, 5'10" and a junior, number 10, Tungate, Brody Tungate. And the last man out for head coach Neil Alexander, 5'10" and a senior, number 12, Miller, Brady Miller. Of course, the Railers are coached by Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McWilkellan, Zach Dom, and Gary Rademacher. Now, as some schools have gotten the technology of the Jumbotron, Quincy has it themselves. They are doing that as well on their Jumbotron here right next to the Quincy Blue Devils sign as the crowd rises in noise. This thing next to the Jumbotron rises and gets the crowd even more amped up. I see the Blue Devil with flames coming out here to half court, getting ready to take the court here in just a second. So quite a spectacle here for the Devils, and doesn't get much better than this. There's not much better than Roy S. Anderson, and Quincy High School does it just as well themselves. High School. Is there a time limit on this? The starting lineups for the Quincy Blue Devils. First man out, senior number 5, Cameron Wires. Number 12, Bradley Longcore III. 6'3" and a senior, number 14, Dom Clay. 6'5" and a senior, number 20, Mark Lauthen. And the man in the middle, 6'3", 6'6", and a senior, 42, Keyshawn Thomas. And the Blue Devils are coached by Andy Douglas. Finally ready for some basketball.
Yeah, here we go. A half hour later. And we are set for tonight's matchup between the Lincoln Railers and the Quincy Blue Devils. Lincoln in their traveling greens, white numbers trimmed in red, and the Quincy Blue Devils in their home whites. As we get set for the tip for the Railers, it will be number 1, Horn. It's still dark up here. I can't see anything. To bust the light out. And for the Blue Devils, it will be Mark Lothan.
Lothan and the Blue Devils win the tip. Tip sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals.
Kick over in the corner. Longcore with it, he'll dribble, kick it in the right corner, 3 on the way, no good. Longcore with the rebound. Blue Devils reset, try to get it in low. Now it's out of bounds off of Thomas.
Defense, good defensive possession there by the Railers, active with active hands. They tried to feed it down low to Thomas, and Horn battling Thomas underneath, out on the Blue Devils, and Railers get the first possession back here.
Railers with the basketball, their first possession of the night. Comnick picks up his dribble, now fires it over to Tungate, work it into Horn. Horn kicks it out to Miller. Now Smith picks up his dribble, gets it back to Miller, right wing. Now they'll swing it to the left to Comnick. Comnick gets it hit out of his hands, going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, and Wires is a very scrappy defender that was guarding Comnick, and now they'll switch up and put the big man on Comnick. So man-to-man defense here for the Blue Devils to start the game.
Comnick with the top of the key, he'll drive, nothing there. Tried to backdoor to Miller. He's going to lose it out of bounds off the Railers. Quincy basketball.
Well, and Quincy does a good job in their man and just staying solid and being very physical. They've got some guys with some strength there, 6'4", 6'3", and Longcore and Clay. And Wires is just a really good point guard that's handling the ball now.
Longcore with it. Now gets it across half-court line. To Wires, back to Longcore, now Wires. Wires going to dribble right in the corner to Thomas. All the way across to Longcore, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Thomas up and good.
Yeah, Thomas came in from the perimeter to get the rebound, and nothing the Railers could do. Thomas goes about 6'6" and probably about 230, 40 pounds, something that the Railers are going to have to work with all game long.
Got a jump ball on the court. It will be Lincoln basketball. Comnick to inbound, kicks it into Tungate. 6:08 to go here in the first. Quincy 2. Railers looking to get on the scoreboard. Comnick to Miller. Miller's going to dribble top of the key. Now pass it to Comnick, right wing. Working around, Horn's going to take a deep 3, banks it in, and the Railers with a 3-2 lead.
Not the way you draw it up, but we'll take it. The banks are open late night here in Quincy, and Horn uses it.
Horn with the Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Comnick intercepts the pass. Here come the Railers up 3-2. Smith, right wing, nowhere to go.
Open.
Comnick, wide open 3, off the rim, no good. And Luthan with the rebound. Quincy pushes it up in a hurry. Thomas feeds Longcore. He'll dribble out. Now kick it up top to Clay, over to Wires. Back to Clay. Feed it into Thomas. Jumper on the way, no good, and couldn't get the rebound. Now we do. Horn kicks it over to Comnick. Now here comes Tungate. Over to Horn, left wing. Now bounce pass to Comnick, left elbow. Tried to kick it over to Miller, hit out of bounds off of Wires, going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, it looks like even sometimes on the man-to-man defense for the Blue Devils, they'll really cheat out on that pass that they think's coming. So look for a back door or some kind of a slip screen by the Railers.
Gabe Smith, right wing, now up top to Horn. Horn will dribble left, pick up his dribble, kick it to Miller. Miller's going to dribble in, kick it out. Smith swing it around. Tungate, three, top of the key, off the back of the iron, no good. Thomas with the rebound.
Good look there by Tungate. Good extra pass there by Comnick to get Tungate an open three, and those are the shots the Railers are going to have to hit here tonight if they want to pull off the upset. Comnick with an open three, and Tungate both could not get him to go.
Uthane up top to Clay. Now Wires. Wires kicks it in. Longcore, three on the corner. Nothing but net for Longcore.
Yeah, he's their talented, their most talented guard, going to Santa Clara, I think, next year. So the Railers, obviously a guy that's on the chalkboard pregame and just under control all the time. Longcore very smooth with that three-point jump shot and gets it to go.
Horn for another three, top of the key, no good, and a rebound comes to Thomas. And now they'll push left with Longcore. Over in the corner to Thomas. Almost stepped out of bounds. Now they'll reset with Wires. All the way in the corner to Clay. Three on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to the Railers, and that's Comnick with the rebound. 5-3 Blue Devils. Comnick tried to get to the basket, got cut off there by Thomas. Now tried to get it to Miller, intercepted there by Clay. Alley-oop to Longcore, up and good for Longcore. 7-3 Blue Devils. Tungate picks up his dribble, nowhere to go. Miller, or that's Smith, going to dribble in, and he's going to be called for the travel.
Yeah, good drive there by Smith. He thought contact was going to come, and Quincy stepped away from it and
turnover Blue Devils. Here comes Horn. Kick it over. Miller, three, left wing, airballed it, and Clay will track it down. .220 to go in the first. Blue Devils 7, Railers 3. Gonna get Tungate with the grab. He went for the steal, kind of lost his balance,
yeah,
and
I'm not sure that was
hit Longcore. I don't
much of a foul there. He lost his balance and probably looked worse than it really was, but there wasn't a whole lot of contact for Tungate to pick up a foul 35 feet from the hoop.
First personal on Tungate. First team foul for the Railers. Wires, he's going to pull for a jumper. Got it. 9-3 Quincy. Railers with the ball. Comnick's going to bring it up court, get it across half court. Now hand off to Smith. And stolen away. Clay. Clay with the slam, and just like that, it's 11-3 Quincy. Got to take care of the basketball, Josh. We can't afford turnovers and give them extra possessions. And
no, just a lazy pass. Yeah, lazy pass by Smith. Tried to get it out to Horn, and Horn was open. He just passed it too late. And a tip away steal by Dom Clay, and Dom Clay with the flush to get this lead 11-3. And the Railers started out just okay, and you see the experience and what Quincy can do in a hurry is they can pile on the points, and they're always under control. You know, they don't look sped up. They know where they're going to go with the basketball, and right now the Railers got to sit down and guard and take care of the ball again, and I think still continue to penetrate. And I think Smith's drive was pretty good there. It just don't assume contact, just go up, and if contact happens, it happens. But you got to go hard to the hole.
It's going to be Railer basketball out of the timeout. Comnick to inbound. Now a little full court pressure. Gets it in the Horn, who kicks it back to Comnick, who will bring it up the court. Comnick will go left. Hand off to Tungate. Tungate to Miller. Comnick, a lot of contact, no call. Horn kicks it out Tungate. Now Smith. Smith to Miller. Miller's going to find a lane up with the right. Got it.
Yeah.
Good move by Miller. Got to the rim. Count the bucket.
Yeah, you're right. Just some dribble handoffs and get that motion going up top and try to have the Blue Devils chase you down. And that time Miller was just able to turn the corner.
Wires fires it across. Stolen away there by Horn. And a foul on the Blue Devils.
Boy, it's been a quick quarter, too. Looks like up on the clock, only 47 seconds left on the clock. And the Railers only got 5 points, but you've done a pretty good job of holding Quincy so far to just 11.
Railers with the ball, down by 6. 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. Komnick left wing up top to Tungate. And it's stripped away. Loose ball. Here comes Quincy with 18 to go. Long core. Guarded there by Tungate. Now to Rice. Picked up by Smith. Rice fires it over to long core in the corner. Now up top to Wires. About 3 seconds in the lane. Long core, 3 on the way at the buzzer, no good. And at the end of 1, it's 11-5. Quincy. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. WLCN's Railer basketball coverage is sponsored by State Farm Insurance Agent Brian Clark, with offices at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, or call 217-732-6211. Heartland Bank and Trust Company, with branches on North Sangamon Street and Woodlawn Road. Unlock the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank and save money on the things you're already paying for. Open your account today in branch or online at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC.
Eliminate our turnovers in the stakes.
Yeah, Quincy comes in averaging 70 points a game, so the Railers have done a pretty good job of holding them here in the first.
Quincy with the ball. It's Rice now in the corner. Tries to bounce it off, but tracked down there by Rice. Now Longcore with it in the corner. Longcore dribbles in, kicks it in to number 21. That is Whitfield, who checked in for the Blue Devils.
Boy, and Longcore is not only a good scorer, but man, he just had a great pass there to his teammate, wide open. I think one of the things I noticed in Collinsville about this Quincy team is they're very unselfish. They're not concerned about who scores. It's just who has more points on the scoreboard when they get done, and that's a good thing to have when you got a good basketball team with a bunch of guys that are very talented.
Smith picks up his dribble, now gives it to Miller. Miller kicks it out to Tungate. Tungate to Komnick. Miller corner, left corner, now he'll dribble out. Reset the offense, fired over to Smith. Tungate, deep three, top of the key, got it.
Yeah, great job by Tungate there, getting those feet lined up, and it wasn't on the line. And that's one thing Coach talked about is we got to start shooting three-pointers. You're not going to get them on the line all the time, and Tungate with a couple steps behind the line, dials it up, and gets 3 points here for the Railers. 13-8 now, Quincy.
Tungate with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. With 6:11 to go, it's 13-8, Quincy. Feed it into Thomas. Now Whitfield in the corner for a three. Off the rim, no good. 2 Railers there, and Comnick comes down with the rebound. He's crashing the boards tonight,
Well,
Josh.
he got a talking to last night after we got home, and you got to get on the boards here, and a couple rebounds so far early for Comnick.
Comnick picks up his dribble, nowhere to go, fires in the corner to Miller. Miller looking for Horn, nothing there.
Rams are just getting themselves in bad spots here.
If Horn would have stayed there, he'd have been wide open. He bounced out to the three-point line in the corner. Now Smith with it up top. Now the Rails are working around the perimeter up top with Tungate. Over to... Oh, Gabe wasn't looking inside. Tungate passed it to him off his elbow, out of bounds. Quincy basketball.
Yeah, and those are the things that can't happen when you're trying to beat a really good basketball team, is unforced. So due to Quincy pressure, that was just Gabe losing some focus there and concentration and looking off, and Tungate was passing the ball and out of bounds.
Quincy with the basketball, up by 5. Longcore gets to the lane. Tries to, I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but it was partially tipped, and the Railers come away with it. Here comes Comnick. And Longcore strips it from Comnick and goes in for the dunk to make it 15-8. Tungate will walk it up right side. Railers down 7 with the basketball. And almost another steal there by Quincy. They're
overplaying every time, and none of the Raiders are looking to make them pay for it with a backdoor or some sort of a dribble drive, putting your head down and trying to get by. And right now, the Railers just can't get by the Blue Devils when they're driving to the hoop.
Get it into Horn. Or that's Comnick. Now in the corner to Horn. Tungate. Smith. Now Miller left wing. Reset up top with Tungate with 4:20 to go here in the second. Horn picks up his dribble, finds Comnick. Now kick it back out to Tungate. Tungate blows by his guy up with the right, and good. The foul, count the bucket, and Tungate to the line for one.
And Tungate's been nice here in this second quarter. He hit that big 3, and now he gets a drive to the basket where Brody, with just the athleticism and quickness to look off his guy like he was getting ready to pass it, and then the blow by, and Tungate up with a layup and fouled, going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play, and Tungate keeping us in it here.
Free throw from Tungate, up and good. 15-11 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Quincy with the basketball. That's Longcore.
Yeah, you're right. 15-11, and your leading scorer Comnick hasn't put any points on the board yet, so the Railers in good position here.
Longcore guarded there by Tungate. Longcore dribbles left, hands it off to Clay. Now over to Rice. Rice is going to dribble in, fire in the corner. Longcore 3 on the way, in and good for Longcore. 18-11, 3:30 to go. And Tungate's going to be called for the travel as he went to pass and Miller cut, and Tungate slid his foot.
Yeah, and
turnover Railers.
And here's a thing the Railers can't do against this pressure man-to-man is pick your dribble up if you don't have to. Right? There's times where Comnick's picked his dribble up there. Tungate picked it up where he didn't have to. You got to keep that dribble alive until you've got a for sure pass.
Rice with it left wing. He'll back it out, kick it over to Longcore. Longcore over to right, or Clay. Now inside to Whitfield. Whitfield up with the right, no good. 5-4 underneath on the ground. Who comes out there with it? And a timeout Lincoln as Railers grab the basketball. That's Horn who came up with it. Timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here, Josh. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at it. We mentioned turnovers, just mental mistakes right now, or we're only down 7.
Yeah.
And it could be less than that if we just take care of the basketball.
Yeah, and I think especially tonight, and we've kind of done this all year as far as being a possession game for the Railers, and this is probably one of those, especially where you don't want to. You just try to limit as many possessions as Quincy gets, because they can score the basketball. And right now the Railers taking their time with their offense, but then again, Quincy then reads that a little bit and starts to put on a little more pressure in the Railers. Again, their offense is way out behind the three-point line because we're not necessarily looking all the time looking to go to the basket at full speed, and that puts pressure on the ball handlers to keep it alive and not turn it over.
Railers with the basketball, down by 7, 2:47 to go here in the first half. Comnick to Tungate. Now Comnick right corner. He's going to fire up a three off the rim, no good. And rebound comes down to Quincy. Longcore dribbles it up, kicks it over to Clay, off of him. Clay will track it down, give it to Whitfield. Back to Clay. Longcore dribbles in, up with the shot, no good. Rebound put back up and good. For number 20, Luthen. And it's a 9-point lead for the Blue Devils. Comnick's going to dribble in, got bumped, no call. What did they call there?
It looked like travel. I think he took an extra step and he did get bumped. It looked like by Longcore going across, but with that extra step, got called on the travel.
Luthen inbound, gets it in to Wires. Wires kicks it up to Thomas. Now back to Wires. Over to Clay. Now Longcore. Wires in the corner, nothing there. Clay's going to fire a deep three off the rim, no good. Luthen on the ground. Now Thomas comes with it. Wires is going to dribble in. Now he'll back it out.
Yeah, we talked about can't give this team extra possessions. In the last two possessions, they got the putback by Luthen, Mark, and then they got an extra offensive rebound here. Now foul on Smith on a ticky-tack out
yeah,
top.
I mean, you don't call it down here, but Smith didn't even, if anything, Longcore got his arm out there to shield him. Clay inbounds to Longcore, back to Clay. He's going to dribble around and stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Blue Devils with 1:20 to go. It's 20-11, Quincy. Miller's going to check in for Short. Short, part of the JV squad that
big win.
took care of Quincy by 25.
44, I think it's 44-20.